What is good, my guys and girls of YouTube? This is Justin Omoi right here, and I'm here with the video for you guys and girls to teach you about your music and the artistry and such. In the previous video, I flipped the battery pack, which is still in my pocket, and I got the back again. Anyways, today we are talking about the phaser effect used within music. Now, what is the phaser? If you haven't seen the last video on flanger, I recommend clicking the I button up there where my wrist is. That way you could learn about the flanger and such. Back to the phaser. The phaser is similar to the flanger where it does the whole feedback looping, that whole delay thing I was saying, except instead of phase canceling like I said in the flanger video, what this does is phase shift. It's basically moving the frequencies of the sound to create what is known as more of a stereoscopic field. You've been watching me when I had like 3,000 subs or so. I talked about a video with, stereo and mono with microphones. If you've seen the video, you'll notice I had a wave candy that was showing the different directions. And yeah, when I used a stereo microphone and I played an ocarina, you seen the shape in a circular motion. That is something similar with phasing. It's gonna make a ringed sound, a circly, kind of feel. This is done with, of course, the feedback delay, but sweeping frequencies to make it sound, woo, woo, woo. Using instruments like guitars, especially guitar, acoustic and electric guitars, and other instruments to create more of a stereoscopic field, especially for mono instruments. And yeah, enough talking. I probably gotta get a drink of water before I go into the video. So yeah, let's go into the computer and I'm gonna show you the functions of the phaser and how to use the phaser effect to your liking. Alright guys and girls, we are back in FL Studio here. Today we're talking about the phaser. Now the phaser, like I said, is similar to the flanger, so we're gonna get that whole wishy effect. So here's an example. Yo, this is how it sounds. But notice this has more of an intensity. You hear me more on the left and the right movement rather than staying in the middle. And yeah, this is because this has more of a rate, more of a movement, sweeping frequencies, rather than flanger, which is more of a rate speed. So yes, let's talk about the plug-in, the knobs and what they do. Sweep frequency sets the frequency of the LFO. This is part of the flanger. See, I'm talking about the phaser. This changes the range, the feel. So let me go ahead and switch around. Yep. Notice how this sounds. So yeah, in the middle, straight in the middle, no movement, no sweeping. Where over here we have more of a left and right, left and right, left and right. It's kind of like the range, but it's more of a movement. Yo. So yeah. Yo, poop. So yeah, as you see there, we have more of a function of movement with sweeping. So yeah, that's what creates that intensity for one of the parts. Yeah. The minimum and the maximum depth is the range of the frequencies that we are going to control. So yeah, from 0 to 1. It's basically fit your needs, see what feels great for you. So yeah, if we have it all the way here, we're going to hear all of our voice, the whole voice, especially moving within the phaser. But if we are to go over here, you notice there's nothing because we don't have a specific range. If I go over here, notice there's going to be a little bit of the top part that's moving around. If you go in the middle, yeah, there's a little bit more in the middle. You know what I'm saying? More the tone. And over here, we have just about everything. So yeah, same thing here. Notice this time it's like a different inversion. And yeah, the more we move, the more of a range we'll get. All right, this is mainly to pick your own feel, your range. So yeah, that being said, you got to keep it within the range. If you do something like this, it's canceled. If you, keep it over here, it's a little bit different. So yes, feel your fit your needs. See what feels great for you. Next up, we got the frequency range, which is basically the range for sweeping, the frequency. Small, not too much. Large, a lot. So here's small and large. Notice large. Yow. More of a range. Yow. Not too much of a sweep. Yow. Think of it like a 1080p. And this is like 480p. 480p, 1080p. That's, one way to go about it. For the next one, the stereo, I am bringing through the wave candy so you could see the effect that is going to be applied within this, part. So yeah, stereo is basically the widening. If I put at 0, yo, notice how it stays relatively in the middle, doesn't have much of a movement. If I put it all the way up, yo, notice it goes left, right. We're giving more of a stereo image, and somewhere in the middle, yo, notice it does go left and right again. So yes, depending on where you set it, will give you a different feel, different range. All is good. And our stages is stages of adding the effect. Let me go and just. The stage option here controls the amount of stages, steps, basically in phasing. It's a whole bunch of different movements. Just know that some phasers, old phasers, had like 4 to 6 stages. So if you want to keep it, over there, emulate that 4 to 6. But, we could go as high as 23. Why not 24? I don't know. But yes, this gives more of a phase. Yow. All right, let me fix this. Yow, yow, yo. Okay. Yow, yow, yow. Yow, yow, yow. Yo, yo, yo. Notice that little spinny thing. Looks like a top. So yeah, and our stages. Stages of phasing. Yo. Just notice you do have that spin as well. Feedback, the amount of the signal being sent back into the phaser or sent to the phaser. Notice at 1, I have nothing. But at 0, I have more of the effect. Yo. Yo. So you don't hear much of my voice there. That's because, again, over there is 0. So the less we have, the more I get clear. You can hear it. Yo. So yeah, dry and wet. The dry is, no effect. Wet is with the effect. And yeah, it depends on how you set the parameters. Output gain is Output gain is basically the makeup gain. So if you happen to lose some levels, you can bring it back up like that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So yeah, and that's basically it for the phaser. It's cool. I like it. That's why I say I like it. It's cool. That's why. And that is how you do the phaser effect in FL Studio. This is something that you use to create a stereo sounding field. This is nice. I like using the phaser in my music personally because it goes left to right, to left to right. It creates more of an articulation movement to be able to have more of a variation. You don't want to hear a song just straight in the middle or straight in one side, straight in the next side, and just stays there. It's like, wow, cool, but it's not moving. It's not live. Living things move, So yes, hopefully you guys and girls learned. As I always say, experiment with these effects because if you don't, you ain't learning shit. If your parent was there and you're a kid, my bad, but swearing is a part of life. I swear on it. Do what is known as the thumbing of the up of the video. If you do like the video, it helps bring other people to the channel with like search lights, suggestions. YouTube puts a light on. And subscribe if you want to stick along and watch more videos that I make in the future update. You could put it on your phone to be like, yo, this boy Justin Omoi, he just put up a new video, and you'll be like, really? Let's watch that video. A lot of Noti squads, salute to y'all. I see y'all. Thumbs up, subscribe. My name is Justin Omoi. With that being said, I'm about to bow down to y'all. Peace. Whoop. I'm using my hat.